company of 3M is one of the most innovative companies, with its headquarters in the United States, which conveys diversified product and commerce activity in 65 countries all over the world.
The Polish economy is one of the largest economies in the world, number 20th in the world, the 7th largest economy in Europe, and the 3rd largest economy in Central and Eastern Europe. So already 20 years ago, 3M decided to invest strategically in Poland because of the importance of the local Polish market. Since that time, we have been acquiring also several different companies and local brands. We have been heavily investing in manufacturing operations in Poland. At the moment, we have almost 1,300 people in manufacturing locations in Wrocław, in Poland. And we will continue to invest very heavily in this country. Why are we investing in Poland? We are investing in Poland because of many different reasons. The size of the local economy, the number of inhabitants that you have in the country, the very fast-growing economy, the stable political climate, the availability of very qualified talents in the country. So those are some of the key reasons why 3M Corporation has decided to invest very heavily in Poland, not only for the Polish market, but also to supply other countries in my area, Central and Eastern Europe. Central and Eastern Europe is a very important area within 3M Company. We have in 3M Company an organization called International Operations, which is about 70% of the total turnover of the total company. Within the international operations, we have 6 different geographical areas. Central and Eastern Europe is one of those 6 geographical areas, but it is considered to be one of the fastest growing areas within the international operations. We have about 30 countries covered under Central and Eastern Europe. We consider the potential of this area very, very important to the future of the company. The markets are very large, with over 500 million people living in Central and Eastern Europe. And Poland is one of the largest of the countries we have in Central and Eastern Europe. So when we look at the potential of Poland for the future, we believe that this country will be a very important country for the global economies, and therefore our presence here in the country. We have been growing quite substantially in Poland over the last few years, and we plan to double or triple our sales over the next 5 years in Poland. 3M Company was founded 110 years ago in Minnesota. We have 6 different geographical areas, as I mentioned before. We have many different subsidiaries around the world. Some of our subsidiaries were founded 60 years ago. Other subsidiaries were founded 20, 30 years ago. And we have some subsidiaries that just started 2 or 3 years ago. Of course, we have different type of geographies, and therefore we have different type of countries. We normally cluster our countries between developed, developing, and emerging countries. In Central and Eastern Europe, the majority of my countries are considered as emerging countries. 3M Poland is of course one of them, but is also one of the most important countries that are part of Central and Eastern Europe. Normally we have different strategies and different expectations for the different type of countries. Of course, when we look at the developed country, we tend not to invest very heavily in the country. We try to maximize the productivity and the return of the investments we have already made. On the other hand, when we look at emerging countries and emerging economies, we like to be much more aggressive in terms of investments, but we also have much higher expectations. So in general, while in a developed economy, we are happy to grow just maybe at the same rate of the local economies, or maybe 1.5 times better than the local economies. When we invest more heavily in emerging countries, we also have higher expectations. So we normally expect to grow at 2 or even 3 times faster than the local economies.